What's going on there, YouTube? VapingwithTwisted420 has returned! That's right, people. Today we're going to have a little discussion. We're going to have a little chit-chat. And that chit-chat is about nicotine salts. That's right, people, nicotine salts. Now, I'm no scientist. I'm no chemist by far. But nicotine salts have been around for the past couple of years, and still an alarming amount of people still don't really know what it is or what they're about. So I figured we'd discuss it today, and the good people over at Drip Club sent me some of their new craft salt line. And I got a bunch of flavors that I've been testing. I've tested out a bunch of them. And they even sent me over this little Sauron Air. This little Sauron Air is pretty cool. Shout out to them for sending me this to test the liquid with. I've heard a lot about these little things, and yeah, they work pretty good, man. And all this salt liquid that I'm talking about from Drip Club only comes in 40 milligram nicotine. Now that sounds crazy. I know some people are like, what the hell? I don't understand. I'm sure a lot of people understand already, but we're gonna discuss it. I'm gonna give you my opinion and what I think about it. And I'll tell you what my favorite flavors from this salt line is. Okay? Does that sound good? And we also got another video coming up today. I told y'all 2 videos all day, every day, this bitch. But anyway, all right, people, here's the best way I can explain this. You got regular nicotine that we've been using in e-liquid for years, right? That is considered free-base nicotine. It's taken away from the tobacco leaf, and it's by itself. It's in this liquid form, and that makes it perfect for vaping. More volatile. It works good. It's good to be vaporized, okay? Nicotine salts is taking that same nicotine from tobacco leaves, but adding in an organic compound. Now, what organic compounds, 1 or 2 gets added that makes it solid? It makes it more stable. It makes it a stable molecule. Now, how all that shit works, I don't know. But the benefits of nicotine salts is it gets into your blood quicker, and it's the same amount of satisfaction that you get from some of these big boy setups, but off of little hits, because you're getting 40. I'm usually using 3 milligram juice on everything, drippers, tanks, it doesn't matter. This is 40 milligram. So if I go to take a little toke off of this guy, now you would think 40, wow, that's gonna be pretty harsh. But because it's the nicotine salts is bonded to this molecule, it makes it a lot smoother. So you get the same amount of nicotine satisfaction, but a smoother hit, and you don't need as powerful of a device. You don't need a 200 watt dual triple 18650 device when you're bumping 40 milligrams of nicotine through you. You see what I'm saying? So let me have a little toke on this Sauron Air. Have a little toke, a little dabber dooey. Now my impression, it's weird. It's like it's strong, but at the same time it's smooth. It's like a really high dollar liquor. You know what I mean? Like, it's strong, but it goes down really smooth. Now, a benefit I can see to this, oh yeah, another thing about nicotine salt e-liquid, it has a longer shelf life. Regular nicotine and most of all e-liquid has about a year shelf life, and then it starts to tear down. It starts to go bad. With the salts last longer. I don't know exactly how much longer, but they say longer. Maybe it's double, maybe it's 2 years, 3 years. I don't know. I'm just going off what I know so far. Now, and a lot of people would wonder, okay, since you got these organic compounds added and you made it a solid molecule, all this shit, is nicotine salt safe? Well, I don't know. But from what I've read, it's just as safe as regular e-liquid. Nicotine and regular e-liquid. Okay? This is just from what I've read. This is the research I've tried to do. I've tried to suck it all in here and get it going. And I think this is all right. Okay? So, one benefit for me, and what I'm gonna try to do, because there's a lot of pods coming out, I need to use them. There's a bunch of salt e-liquid manufacturers now. What would be good for me is, like, let's say I go to a sporting event, like a Cowboys game, or you know, anything, concert, anything. If you don't want to be like, usually to get a good hit, what satisfies me is a big, you know, from a good device. But if I want that nicotine hit, I might start taking these little guys, because this is discreet, small, you can stealth vape it, and I can still get satisfied. I still won't have a nicotine craving while I'm out and about doing stuff. So I'm going to test that out moving forward and see if that works for me. That I see is the biggest benefit for me, is if you're out and about, you don't want some big clunking device, you just want something small. Let me have another toke. Pretty good hit off this Sauron Air, man. I let it hit for a while. That one got me a little bit. But yeah, this thing's pretty cool. Just so you know, this is actually a lot of airflow. This is the most airflow I think I've gotten off of a pod system, and it looks kind of sleek and kind of nice. But let me see if I can get a good lung inhale real quick. This is stupid. I'm just doing shit. Hold on. And another thing too, you can get lowered nicotine salt liquid, you know, if you just want to use it in a dripper or a tank or something. But I think it kind of negates the benefits of using nicotine salts, you know what I mean? So I think it's better to stick with the higher stuff on the low power stuff, you know what I mean? But let's go for a lung inhale for fucks, just for shits and giggles. That's pretty impressive, and it's yeah, as far as the nicotine, it's very satisfying. I'm gonna be nicked the fuck out here in a minute. But as far as this juice, now this stuff's a little pricey, but I got my 4 favorites. They got a lot of flavors. These are my 4 favorites. These are 30 mils of e-liquid, 40 milligram nicotine. They sell for $19.99 on Drip Club's website. Okay, that's a bit high. It's a bit pricey, but you're not gonna go through it as quick. You know what I mean? It's like if you got some Reggie. You're gonna burn through it real quick, but if you got some good stuff, you know what I mean, it'll last you longer. So I guess that's kind of the principle I would apply to this. You will go through it a lot slower. But here are my favorites, and the one I have in this Saw on air right now is strawberry candy. Really good. It reminds me of the middle of a gusher. I like it. It's pretty good. These are pretty good flavors too. That's one thing I was worried about, like, because you know, if you vape liquid that has nicotine in it versus liquid that doesn't have nicotine in it, it does alter the flavor. I've noticed that in a lot of juices. That nicotine adds a little bit of something else. So I was kind of concerned when I first started trying these nicotine salts. I was like, how is it going to alter the flavor? But I think these companies have got it down to where they can make good flavors out of this stuff. But also apple. This apple that they make is so dead on. It's like biting into a crisp apple. It's not none of that artificial Jolly Rancher candy taste. This is a really good apple. Apple was way up there for me. What else? Passion fruit orange. This is very good. This is very good. This got, it seems like, I know they're all 40 milligram and thing, but this one seems like it has more throat hit. Very good flavor. And then last but not least, butterscotch. This butterscotch is bomb, and it smells really good when you're vaping it. So yes, those are my favorites. Like I said, they make way too many flavors just to go through everything. Those are my favorites, and I gotta say, I kind of like this whole idea of things, and especially since I got this Saw on air. It's got the airflow that I like. You know, that's the problem with some of these pods. They don't have enough airflow for me. But this has been quite satisfying. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing a long-term nicotine salt experiment moving forward, and we'll see how it works. I'll keep one of these little pod things on me. I got plenty of liquid. We'll test it out and see how it goes. All right, so yeah, if nothing else, maybe you feel a little bit more informed about nicotine salts. I don't know. But if nothing else, I told you about it. Shout out to Drip Club for sending me this and the juice. It's some good stuff. There's a link in the description. You want to go check out that, and I don't give a shit. But I just figured we'd pop in and talk about nicotine salts. So yeah, I enjoyed this. I enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And really, that's what I got for you folks. So with that being said, thank you for watching. I truly do appreciate it. Remember, doesn't matter what you're dripping or vaping or podding or salting, as long as you're not on them gosh darn stinkies. Oh, you liked this video if you liked it. Dislike it if you didn't. Hopefully it was informational, informal, information. How does that work? Anyway, last but not least, you stay sexy, YouTube. Me and this salt video, we're out. Vaping saves more lives than your salty ass.